Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1975 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the most popular models of all time. Pretty blue color. Galaxie 12 just means a wider carriage versus the standard 9 to 10 inches. This has about 11.5 inches of type space. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 2 or 3. And the right one, I'm going to keep around 85. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch back 1 notch. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the black indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Really fun and easy to type on. Print always looks good on these. That N I just didn't hit hard enough. It's typing faster than I should have been. The rest of the print looks really good. Elite typeface prints 12 characters per inch versus the Pica, which prints 10. So this is a little bit smaller than Pica. You typically get one or the other on typewriters, and it's mostly the most common is Pica. So as you can see, I kind of loaded that page a little bit crooked. In order to fix that, if you want to fix that before you start typing, which is a better idea, you flip this paper release on the right side there. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to straighten that out. It looks good right there. And then flip it back and it loads nice and straight. Also allows you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Just want to make sure you flip that back before you feed another page or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. Touch control, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preferences as far as touch control goes. So this model has a few fun and unique options here. These are called the changeable type keys. So this pops off on either side with the black tops, and it gives you an option to use custom keys. Typical typewriters don't have a 1 or an exclamation point. For the one, you would hit the lowercase L, and the exclamation point would be Shift 8, which is the apostrophe. You backspace it, put a period underneath. So that just makes that easier. And this has a plus equals. These came standard for the custom keys, but you can find the kits on eBay still for custom accents and whatnot. And that would just, it would come with this top and the slug. And the slug, you just tilt it and pull it off, so you don't need to be a technician to put that on. Also, it has the power space, just like a machine gun space. Very cool. They started adding those to the newer models of typewriters that weren't just Smith-Corona, but Smith-Corona was one of the first ones to do it. And also the all keys down. So if you get your key stuck, instead of going in there and getting ink on your fingers, you just push it down like that. And that was another unique function of these Galaxie model typewriters. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Very good. Hood slides to the front like that. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, the little lever behind the left spool, you flip it down, it'll pull to the left. You flip it up, it'll pull to the right. It's got an automatic reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon, there's an eyelet at the end that will pull on this on either side, and as you're typing, that will swap automatically to the side it needs to go to. And that's it for the keyboard. This is the carriage lock. So it's right underneath the knob there. You lift it up. Let's see here. There we go. You lift it up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around causing damage to your escapement. And we have the carriage release levers that are made out of hard plastic, and these are getting old and they start to break off. They don't make them anymore, so if you need a replacement, check my shop. I do sell these on my eBay shop. I also sell the right knob here. Very close to the originals, but the only way you can get them nowadays, unless you try to get an original, and in that sense you're probably wasting your time because they're so old they start to break. These are originals. I'm keeping them on there, but they are available if you need a replacement. And this button, if you push it in, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept with this lever on the inside here. You flip this down, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot. You flip it up, you get the clicks. And the page gauge on the inside where the numbers are, if you turn it to right underneath the 11, you get a notch there, and that's where you want to feed your page. And as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you when you get close to the bottom of the end of the page. That's 2 inches left, 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.